Coming up today on The Link, I'm going to be talking with Kelly Welden at the Angels House about what their needs are this Christmas. And Mark's going to talk with the folks from Cherokee County. They want to learn all about what we're doing at CEC. Stay with us. Welcome to The Link and Merry Christmas. It's almost that time of year and we have a great show for you today.
I'm Mark Whitlock. In Atlanta, we do have a great show, and it was a great Christmas parade.
It was beautiful, despite how cold it was for Laura and I and all the team members here that filmed it. But it was beautiful. All three high schools were represented. You know, there were, I think, 70 participants.
Wow.
And the city did a great job this time using technology to give us the lineup, and it was so much easier, and I hope that everyone who came enjoyed it.
That's great. That's great. So you were communicating in real time?
Yes, we were communicating real time.
To get updates on the flow of the parade?
Yes, the flow of the parade. This is the first year we've done that, so it worked great.
That's great. That's great. It was a beautiful parade. Lots of people. Good cold Christmas weather.
Yep. You are gonna be able to talk with some folks from Cherokee County. Tell me about that.
Yeah, the Cherokee County Office of Economic Development contacted us, and they've been doing some research on what's happening in Coweta County and workforce development. So they wanted to come and see Central Educational Center, talk about the German apprenticeship program. Misty Martin, the president of that group, brought her project manager and one of her board members, and so we're going to get to talk to them. And they have been studying this for a while now, so we've been in communication and looking forward to that interview. Good.
Yeah. And I'm going to be talking with Kelly Welden, who is the board chair at Angels House, and we're going to talk about what our community can do this year for Angels House for Christmas for those 8 young girls that are there that are foster children. And we're also going to talk about the Angel Run that's going to be February the 4th, right around the corner.
Right around the corner.
I know, it'll be a great show today.
A lot coming up on this show. Hope everybody will stay tuned to The Link.
Be home for Christmas, if only in my dream.
The most wonderful movies of Christmas, all season long, on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries.
Tune in to your favorite Christmas movies on the Hallmark Channel. New Link, Channel 855.
Welcome back to The Link. I have the pleasure today of having Kelly Welden, who is the board chair for Angels House, with us. As you know, Angels House is the home for foster teenage girls, and it's so well needed in our community. Kelly, thanks for being here. Well, I'm so excited because this year I'm on the board, and I love being a part of the group. It's so fun, and February the 4th is the big day for the Angels Run.
Yes, ma'am, and it's going to be right around the corner. 15th year, yes, ma'am, and we've got a new logo to celebrate our 15th year. We kind of did a little retro logo.
I love it. I love it. It's so fun being on the board and being a part of what all the other board members do and all the community. This early, we already have like 66 sponsors, which is awesome.
That's right. And yes, we love our community here and all of the great and wonderful support that they give us. And there's actually several sponsors that have been with us all 15 years. So that's just really amazing as well.
Well, let's talk about what the house needs and what the girls need for Christmas. Everybody wants to help and wants to, give them gifts and things, which is great. But you already have the Sonoy Rotary, the CTCA, and Strathmore Flooring, who have gotten the gifts that the girls specifically have asked for. Yes. But what you need now are generic gift cards.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me why.
Well, for a couple of reasons. One, because we tend to have turnover this time of year, and so we actually have some children who come to us up till Christmas Eve. And so having those gift cards allow us to be able to go out and purchase the things that they will need or that they might want, and to make sure everybody has kind of the same amount
of things to open or from Santa or whatever.
Exactly. And a couple of other reasons is, one, the girls, obviously, as you mentioned, are teenage girls, and so they like to buy what they like, and so it gives them an opportunity to do just that. And then we also use that as a teaching opportunity for the girls, because if we give them a gift card with a specific amount on it, then we say, okay, now you need to buy a shirt and a pair of pants with this money. So you know, it's teaching them to be responsible with the money and that type of thing.
Well, you're full right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Which is good and bad.
Yes.
It's good that the house is here in the community to help, but it's so sad that these children need a home because they don't have their home is, for whatever reason, they've been displaced. And it's so nice that the community rallies around these girls. And I know there have been times when, people go out and spend time with them, and having been a foster grandparent this last year, it just means so much to see how the community rallies around these girls, because they need to know that somebody cares and somebody listens, and you've got a new house parent.
That's right. I'm glad you mentioned that. We are very fortunate. We actually contract with Georgia Baptist Children's Home and Shelter, and they do a fantastic job. And Miss Becky has been at the house, several years now, and we just love and adore all of them. But we did just recently get a new staff member, and she actually has family from Noonan. So it's really cool. So she has a history here and a background, but we're very excited to have her on board and to join us.
One of the things that the community may not realize is that you actually have two sets of house parents. You have Mr. and Ms. V, and then you have Becca, and they rotate. So is it 7 on, 7 off?
That's right, and there's Miss Anna too, and so Becca and Anna are together, and then the V's are together, and so that gives them, the parents there, 7 days on, like you said, and then 7 days off. And what's great too is, about having the V's there is they are a married couple, and so there is a father figure there,
which is so critical with these teenage girls. I know, last year when my daughter and son-in-law had the 4 children, one was a teenage girl, and my son-in-law's influence on her was unbelievable, because her father had mistreated her, and it was so sad when they left, because we weren't sure what was going to happen to her. But while they had her, he made such a difference in her life, being that father figure, and they need that so much.
Yes.
And coming up to and before the race, I'm going to actually be going out to the house and filming, during the holidays, and so we'll have a special on that. And then, as always, you and Colleen will be helping rally the troops, because we've got to get 1,000 runners.
That's right. That is one of our big goals this year. As you know, last year we had like 964 registered runners, I believe. And so this year our goal is 1,000. And I know with the help of the community and our partners, we're definitely going to get to that goal. But we also this year are wanting our schools to come out. We stepped it up last year, and we had great response from our local schools. And so we will again be giving Academy gift card. We're going to change it a little bit this year. We're going to give the top 2 schools that bring the most participants. So it could be 2 elementary schools that win. It could be a middle school and a high school that wins. But
I see a little competition going on here.
That's right. I'm all about some competition.
Well, every dollar goes back to Angel's House. None of it goes outside the county. Every bit of it goes to the Angel's House. So thank you for being here and helping us get ready for the Angels Run on February 4th.
Thank you. And don't forget the chicken queue as well.
$10.
That's right.
That's right. Thank you for being here. Make sure that you put February 4th on your calendar for the Angels Run. It's so fun. Whether you're a runner or not, go participate. You can walk, you can bring your family, and then get you a chicken Q plate and have a great afternoon. So thanks for being with us. Stay with us. We'll have a lot more coming up today on The Link.
Welcome back to The Link. We are delighted to welcome to the set of The Link 3 friends from Cherokee County. Let me introduce first Misty Martin, who's the president of the Cherokee Office of Economic Development. Misty, welcome to Coweta County. Welcome to The Link.
Thank you.
You've got friends with you, and you guys are on a mission, so let you introduce Videssa and Mark.
Okay, great. This is Videssa Bass-Ormsby. She is our project manager over workforce and film at the Office of Economic Development. And Mark Goddard, who's with COBMC but serves as a board member.
Great, great. We're glad that you're all here. The first question, Misty, why are you here? Why are you here today in Coweta County?
So our office, much like the Development Authority in Coweta and Greg Wright, recruit industry into Cherokee and also work with existing industry and businesses to expand. And so workforce development, talent development is very important to us. And so we're just trying to learn best practices from others and take that back to our home community.
Okay, okay. And you're hearing from employers in the area that talent development is becoming even more critical?
Yes,
Yeah.
with existing industries doing so well and expanding, we're seeing corporate operations move down to join their advanced manufacturing teams in Cherokee, and so we want to make sure we're doing everything we can to meet the workforce needs of today, but also that pipeline for the future.
Okay, great. Videssa, you reached out to us to set up this meeting. Why the entree to Coweta in particular?
Well, we have been doing a workforce collaborative with different partners within our community, not only with the Office of Economic Development, but the Chamber, key industry members, our K-12 school system, and then our community technical college, as well as Reinhardt University.
Okay.
And with that, we did that with the Carl Vincent Institute of Georgia, and one of the things that came out of that is just looking, like Misty said, at best practices and looking at career academies.
Okay.
And I got online and started doing research, and to be quite honest, you are the best of the best. All the career academies were modeled after Coweta. And I said, if we're going to take a look at one and see what they do, we should go to the originator.
Great, great. We're glad you're here. Mark, you're a board member. You don't do what these professionals do all day long, but you're a key part of economic development in Cherokee County.
Yes, Mark. The board of directors, Misty mentioned, we actually have a strategic plan called Opportunity Cherokee, and that plan was implemented or actually put together late last year. And part of that plan is workforce development. So we've started the process of working on workforce development and putting together a committee or a collaborative to review that. This is part of the step, and then myself, on behalf of the board, is chairing the implementation, and along with Misty and Videssa, reporting back to the board as we move along.
Okay. Mark, what are you hearing as you're working through this strategic plan? What do you hear out there from the employment community?
I think that we're hearing, I think you guys can confirm, is that there's a few opportunities we have regarding what we talked about, coming in soft skills and things of that nature, and having the ability to come in and be at work and be on time and understand the importance of that. That's one of the key things that we're hearing as we talk to employers and other folks in the community.
Misty, you're collecting data. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's part of what great economic development organizations do, and I know you guys are at the top of the game. You're collecting data. What is that data telling you? What are you seeing in the data that you're collecting from employers out there?
So we do a formal survey, one-on-one interviews with our industries with 20 or more employees, and we've been doing that since '07. So it's been really interesting to watch that baseline to see, weathering through the recession and then bouncing back and doing really well now. But about 84% of our industries have indicated that they want to engage with the school district and with higher education locally with internships and mentorships, apprenticeships. And so what we're trying to do is make that connection back between education and industry, and not just about, we have really smart kids coming out of our public school system, but we want to make sure that the 30% that's not going straight to college, that they have a skill set and they have that experience where they can go in and have a trade and be gainfully employed
Yeah.
right out of high school.
Yeah. But we're hearing in Coweta that even those who are going to go on for a university degree need to be more focused on what that career ultimately is. College is not a career.
Correct.
So those young people also need that focus on soft skills. If you were breaking down those soft skills, what are those key areas that we need to help young people really, really focus on?
Well, I think punctuality.
Okay.
I think organizational skills.
Okay.
I think being able to speak to employers, employees, having the confidence to be able to kind of walk into a room and carry themselves and be able to communicate in a relevant way. We're a digital society now, and unfortunately having a high schooler, it's a lot of looking down at a phone, and so we need to make sure that our teenagers are able to communicate and show up on time and know Microsoft Word and Excel. Excel is a big one that employers want to see that kids know, presentation skills.
Mark, you're with an industry that focuses on a lot of different kinds of companies. What are the kinds of soft skills that your industry is particularly looking for?
I would say punctuality is the biggest one.
Okay.
Especially in our industry, utility industry, you have to be if you're not there on time, then that can delay the progress of the day, your crew, and your status of what you get in the job done. So I'd say punctuality is the biggest thing that we're looking for as far as the soft skills. And then also being able to, as Vanessa mentioned, communicate with other departments, not being in your own silo, being able to communicate within the organization in an effective manner.
Okay. We welcome you all from Cherokee County. We're glad that you're here. We appreciate the great work that you do. Misty Martin, Vanessa Ormsby, Mark Goddard, thanks for being with us today on The Link. Thanks for visiting with us in Coweta County.
Thank you.
You stay tuned. The Link will be right back.
Tis the season, and at HSN, we're making your holiday happier with gifts for everyone on your list. Bose, HP, Lancome, Vince Camuto, Wolfgang Puck, Fitbit, Apple, and Benefit, all on FlexPay. It's our exclusive buy now, get now, pay later way to holiday. Why pay full price today when you can pay over time? Oh, what fun it is to make HSN your home for the holidays.
Hey y'all, well it's Christmas time and I don't know about y'all, but I like to make treats for my neighbors and that sort of thing during Christmas time, and I'm short on time many days, and so I have this great recipe called praline grams that I wanted to share with y'all. It's super simple. It has just a few ingredients, and to start with I have 12 graham crackers that I've put out on a little cookie sheet, and I put them all together, sides touching, and in my pot over here I've got a 3/4 cup of butter melting, and that would be a stick and a half. This is not low fat, but it's good and it's Christmas time, so we're just gonna do it right. To my butter, I'm gonna add 3/4 cups of sugar, and remember, think praline, okay? We're doing praline, so it's okay. I'm gonna add a cup of chopped pecans. And what we're gonna have to do with this mixture is bring it to a boil. Now, it's gonna take about 5 minutes to do that. You have to stir this constantly. We are just about at time here. I'm going to keep stirring, turn off my heat. Now we have to do this really, really fast, okay? So I'm gonna bring my mixture over here, pour it out, because we've been stirring it while it's boiling, and it'll harden up really fast, so that's why you got to work quickly with this mixture. Now, if you don't get it all perfectly even, no sweat, don't worry about it. But as you can see, it's already starting to harden up on me. And these at the corner, like I said, they're not perfectly covered, but it's gonna be delicious. Nobody's gonna care. So what I'm gonna do now is take these grams that I've covered with our praline syrup pecan mixture, and I'm going to stick them in the oven, 300 degrees for 10-12 minutes, and then we'll get to eat them shortly. Okay, y'all, so we have our praline grams in the oven, and we're gonna make a wonderful festive holiday beverage to have to go with our praline grams. So if you wanna take those as a gift, you wanna keep them for yourself, or hey, you could even take your neighbor some peppermint hot chocolate. If you have ever had peppermint hot chocolate from Williams-Sonoma, this is a close second to it, and it's homemade, so it makes it even better. We're gonna start out with, I've got 3 tablespoons of cocoa, and I'm gonna put this in my pot. I have no heat going right now. And then I have 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar. And what I wanna do is just take my whisk and combine those. Get them nice and blended together. The whisk kind of helps to get the little, it almost acts as a sifting method. Not quite, but somewhat. And then I'm going to turn on my heat. And I'm going to, I have 4 cups of whole milk. And I am going to gradually pour this in and begin whisking. Kind of makes a mess. But we want to get all the lumps out. Now, while I'm waiting for this to heat up, I'm just going to continue to combine the cocoa and the powdered sugar and the milk. And as it heats up, you don't have to stir it constantly, but you certainly don't want to let it sit for too long because it is whole milk. It will burn and leave a film on the bottom, and you don't want to be scraping off burnt milk in your hot cocoa. In just a little bit, what we're gonna do is, move this out of the way so I can show you. I have just some little semi-sweet dark chocolate squares, and I use, this is actually a citrus grater, but I use it to grate the chocolate. You can use as much or as little as you want. This recipe calls for 4 ounces of grated semi-sweet chocolate. You could certainly chop it, but I found that using the citrus grater, it makes it very fine and it melts into the milk very well. And then it wouldn't be peppermint hot chocolate without the peppermint. We're gonna use peppermint extract. And right now we're just gonna wait for this milk to warm up. Okay, so our milk, I've been stirring it occasionally. Our milk is nice and hot. Now we have 2 things left to do. One is to add in our grated chocolate, and I've got some chunks left in there, but it's all gonna be just fine. You wanna whisk this in until the chocolate melts. It's nice and smooth. And once we do that, we can, what we'll do is we'll turn off our heat, and then we'll add in our peppermint extract. And it's always nice to top this off with some homemade whipped cream. And all you need is just like a 1/4 cup of heavy cream, about a tablespoon of powdered sugar, and you just beat them together until it's nice and, you know, to the consistency that you like your whipped cream. Throw a dollop on top. Super yummy. Okay. Feels like everything is nice and smooth. I'm going to turn off my heat, and then I've got a measuring spoon. It's 1/2 teaspoon, and I'm going to, that smells so good. Gonna pour in 1/2 teaspoon. Whisk it a little bit more. Oh my goodness. I wish y'all could smell that. It is amazing. It's better than a candy cane. Yum. So there's only one thing left to do, and that's pour a cup. Get our praline grams, pour us a cup of peppermint hot chocolate, and then we'll be all set. Well, here we have it, y'all, our peppermint hot chocolate, our praline grams, and
I wish y'all could taste it through the TV because it is absolutely delicious. If you've ever had fresh, warm pralines, this is going to be a close second. And the peppermint hot chocolate, it is just to die for. It's very refreshing and a warm treat during this cold weather. So I hope y'all enjoy it. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
The magic of Christmas is almost here.
Brace yourself for all the Christmas you can handle.
I'd like that. Television's #1 tradition returns.
Toast to our families and to Christmas.
With 19 new holiday movie premieres.
Merry Christmas to you.
All season long. Only on Hallmark Channel.
Watch your favorite Christmas movies on the Hallmark Channel. New link, channel 855.
Christmas is always a busy time for all of us. Sam, what's on the community calendar this week?
Hello, I'm Sam and welcome to another community calendar. Today we have a whole new host of events for you to enjoy. Southern Arc Dance Theater will be showcasing their second annual performance of Nutcracker on Friday, December 16th at 7:30 p.m. and Saturday, December 17th at 5 p.m. at the Wadsworth in downtown Noonan. Tickets are $20. For more information, call 770-683-3724. The Donald W. Nixon Center for Performing and Visual Arts presents Christmas with the Annie Moses Band on Friday, December 16th at 7 o'clock p.m. Tickets are $15 and can be purchased online at www.thenixoncenter.net or by calling 770-254-2787. The Noonan Theater Company presents the Santaland Diaries on Sunday, December 18th at 3 o'clock p.m. Tickets for adults are $17, tickets for senior citizens, students, and military are $13, and tickets for children are $10. Visit www.noonantheater.org for more information. That's all for this week's community calendar. Tune in next week for more local events the whole community can enjoy. I'm Sam, and I'm also logging off.
If you're looking for that special cat to give your kids for Christmas, take a look at Brittany, our pet of the week.
I'm Jamie with the Noonan Coweta Humane Society down here at Coweta County Animal Control, showcasing this beautiful girl, Brittany, as our pet of the week. Brittany is a gorgeous tabby with some white on her as well. Gosh, she's got lots of brown colors on her. Very pretty girl. Very long and lean, this girl is, but very affectionate. Now, Brittany's in C10. That's her cat condo number here at Animal Control. And she was picked up as a stray from Midway Road, and she's only about a year old, so still very, very young. So if you're interested in Brittany, come on down and adopt this girl. She's down here just waiting for you. So back to you guys in the studio.
Welcome back to The Link. Lana, we had a great show today.
We did. Kelly was so excited talking about everything that's going on at Angel's House and what we as a community can do for the young ladies there. And then obviously February the 4th is the Angels Run.
Angels Run,
we
yeah.
Can't wait. Our goal is to have 1,000 runners this year.
There you go. Enjoyed the segment with Gina.
Gina Lee and her kids did a great job, doing Christmas goodies, peppermint candy and peppermint hot chocolate and all kinds of things. So it was really fun to see her in the kitchen with those beautiful children of hers.
Yeah, I enjoyed the interview with friends from the Cherokee County Office of Economic Development. They're really studying what's happening here in Coweta. They're very interested in the potential that they might replicate some things that are going on.
That is great.
Misty Martin and one of her project managers and one of her board members. It's great to have them here. It's an honor.
Good.
That they want to replicate
it was
what
great
we're
to
doing here. Yeah.
Hear all about it.
Yeah.
Well, we also want to remind all of you that on Saturday, December 17th at noon, there will be wreaths placed at Veterans Memorial Plaza for those that have passed in the war serving our wonderful country. Thank you for joining us. Merry Christmas, and we hope you have a great week.
Have a great week.